Good morning, guys. How did you make it through last night's Schumann resonance? I didn't know what was happening because I literally don't keep up, but from now on, I will be keeping up. I did have to check the website this morning to find out exactly what the hell's going on. So I was sitting here last night. It was somewhere between 5:30 and 6:30, I think. It might have been closer to 6, but all of a sudden I got slammed with this energy beam, getting the downloads. It literally threw me back in my chair. And I couldn't even really think. I was just like, whoa, what the fuck is happening? I like somebody spiked my coffee or something. And what it ended up feeling like is like, it felt like I was tripping on mushrooms. I don't know if all you guys know what that's like, but you know, if you're my family members or friends from high school, guaranteed you do. But just saying, yeah, I felt like I was tripping on shrooms. I actually stayed inside my store here for a little bit, not just because it was raining, but just because I didn't know what was happening. I knew I was getting downloads, but it was like I was inside this giant jello cube. You know, they have those gel aquariums where you place things in there with the tweezers. You know, you got the shark and the fish, and they're suspended in the gel. Yeah, if you guys know what I'm talking about, that's literally what I felt like. I felt like I was in this giant jello cube, and I could see the rays coming down. Everything looked in 3D, like you were looking in the toy, the viewfinder. Everything looked different, colors. I seen rainbow waves. I know this was a rainbow wave. We were expecting this month in March, like we had last year. Although last year's one was a little bit different for me, this year was totally a rainbow wave because I saw I saw rainbows, and it was like I was underwater or surrounded by water. I could see the ethers. It was kind of crazy, and it was really cool. For a split second, I was scared, but for the most part, I was giggly and giddy, like, wow, what's going on? It feels good. And and I ended up leaving here, and you know, if you guys ever like tripped on acid or tripped on mushrooms, sometimes you just want to go explore. So I kind of was like giggling to myself on the walk home and everything. I looked at the street lamps, and the light seemed so clear, and I could see the aura of the light. I could see the light coming out and the circle of the energy of the light around. I could actually see it so clearly. So like I could see it. They look like eyes because you have the light in the middle. It was so bright and so clear. And then I could literally see like the sun, the dish shape around it, where the light stopped extending out to the visible eye, and actually beyond, because it was so clear and so definite. It was crazy. I loved it. And then I got home, and the most amazing thing happened. I am a twin flame. My lover is a twin flame, and there's some amazing things going on. Now, I think I explained to you guys before how in the twin flames, the divine femme is working on her money, building self-reliance for herself, her own home, her own finances, and all that, so she doesn't have to depend on anyone else. And the divine male is dealing with emotional healing, emotional insecurity stemming from childhood or previous lives, and that also has to do with attachments to money, becoming emotional when there is a lack, and then that sends them into fear. They come from a place of fear. Okay, and as you guys know, when we're born, we don't feel any of those things. We're innocent, we're pure, we're not angry, we don't hate, we're not scared. It's something that we develop through experience, yeah? And it's also what we're taught, you know? You see your parents arguing, we don't have enough money for the bills, you know? And it was a common argument. It really was. But I realized something, and my friend sent me an article, which I actually read this morning, so I let all these things happen without reading it because I wanted to read it after the fact so I can... so it could confirm and affirm everything that was happening. So I went home, well, not home, I went to my boyfriend's house, my twin flame, and he started talking about, it felt like it was about to go into the same old argument, you don't do enough for me, you need to give me more, and blah, blah, blah. And actually, he stepped up quite a bit, which is really freaking awesome. He help me out when I need it in a huge way, or it was huge to me. Okay, and I was about to, when he started talking about that, it was the first time I did not feel myself trembling inside, welling up with anger, but I was about to tear him a new asshole, and I was just like, I felt it trying to build up, but it couldn't. It was like it was released by the downloads, by the Schumann resonance. And instead of going, blah, 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 I want to live at home, you know, I want to separate our finances, blah, 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 you don't, I don't, you, I. And I didn't even think about that, and I'll get back to that in a minute. But so anyways, instead of ripping him a new asshole, I opened my mouth, and what came out surprised me. There was no judgment and no emotions attached to what I said, but love. And instead of ripping him a new asshole, I said, it's all so much. And guess what? The truth was, it wasn't that I was angry at him. It was because I was scared. I was being overwhelmed with all the things that I had to do. So in order to teach them a lesson, I was holding back just like they was. Another guess what? When you do that, you're trying to help them vibrate to a higher level because you're supposed to be vibrating at a higher level. But if you're doing the same thing that they're doing to you, you're vibrating at their level. You're lowering yourself to their level. So while I was going, you know, while I thought it was going to be, you don't, and, you know, we get back into that argument, I realized I was doing the same thing too. I was doing exactly what he did, okay? Which means I was coming from the 3D. No. So basically what happened is somehow I did vibrate high. I did get that DNA upgrade last night, and I released any anger, hate, fear, or pain attached to what was happening, and I simply stated the truth without any I, without any me, without any pointing fingers, without any blame. I was scared. And something amazing happened. He jumped up, ran over to me, gave me the biggest hug, and says, don't worry, baby, I'll help you. Holy shit. Fucking miracle. Okay, guys, I hope you guys experienced that miracle too, but I didn't realize it till later when I read the article about the Schumann resonance that that's exactly what was happening to me, and it's meant to upgrade your DNA and make you vibrate higher. And that's what happened is I shed the judgment and I shed the ego without even intentionally doing it. And I didn't realize till after that I was because we're mirrors, I was assimilating his 3D pattern in order to give that back to him, but that's not who I am. So I removed all the emotional attachment to it, and what happened was I came from a place of total love, and he did too. I'm sorry, guys, I'm getting fucking Pisces making me cry and shit, but it was just so fucking amazing, and I hope you guys did too. The reading that I did yesterday was so true. It doesn't always turn out to be my reading, but yesterday's reading totally rang a bell for me. So I hope you guys are experiencing as much joy as I am today, because I'm so happy I could cry. I am crying. Okay, tell me to shut up now. All right, guys. So today, happy new moon in Pisces. Very compassionate, loyal energy, and sensitive. That's why I'm blubbering like a baby. You probably are too. Anyways, numbers for today are 6 and 21. As a matter of fact, today we have 3 6s. Extreme healing. Ta-da! And we have 16 and 16. So 666, the number of the healer, the number of love, the number of showing your love through service. It's social responsibility, doing what you love, and doing who you love. Okay, and the 21 is about expressing your authenticity. Okay, these are your beliefs. You're in harmony. It's like being whole, being authentic. Okay, then the 15 and the 15, which made up the other 2 6s, is about transformation. Okay, personal internal changes is what that is. And then we have 16, which is loving yourself. Okay, it's enlightenment, it's awakening. So there's huge mass awakening happening right now. Okay, and with the new moon in Pisces, it's new consciousness. Okay, new dreams, higher perspective. And son of a bitch, if I didn't reach that higher perspective last night, woo. I love when I'm winning a race. And then we have Sun conjuncting Neptune, both in Pisces, okay? That's putting a lot of energy, focus, and attention towards your spirituality. Right now, you could be feeling really psychic and really creative. And if you guys don't know, yesterday I posted the new moon in Pisces general horoscope, so go ahead and give that a look. My phone is lacking in memory, so I did have to split that up in 2 parts, but don't like just watch the last one. Watch both of them, because there's information included, and even like while I'm talking in between the signs, there's information that you could possibly miss that could help you get through this time. Bam, and there it is, Wheel of Fortune, motherfucker. Leveling up. Okay, the doors are closing. The doors are closing on anything from the past that no longer serves you. We are vibrating at a higher level, not only as humans, but the earth, the geomagnetic shift is vibrating us. It kind of, we're coming into fortunate times. The Wheel of Fortune is defeating the boss and moving to the next level. This is a win. It's also luck. Okay, so whatever changes you made will bring you luck. So if you did manage to remove any 3D emotions connected to the present, you just turn the wheel. New cycle is coming, and it's you. You did that. Moving closer to your spirituality, okay? At this time, you could be interested in esoterics. It's a spiritual evolution. This is mass awakening. So the masses are going to be learning or teaching, or they're going to be looking to looking to teach. And if you've managed to overcome, you're going to have people following you going, God, how does she do that? I want to follow her example. This is like one of the hugest things about the new moon in Pisces is that you're moving closer and closer to Christ consciousness, okay? Shedding anything 3D and then just coming from a place of pure love. The Hierophant is number 5. It's also represented by Taurus. So here we go, the Wheel of Fortune. Taurus and Jupiter, okay? Jupiter and Sagittarius and Taurus. Right now, what do we have in Taurus? We got Uranus in Taurus, which is a radical change. So you could get lucky. This could be an extremely lucky time for you. This is miracles, guys. This is a freaking miracle. Miracles are happening. The Hierophant is also marriage and commitment. So you guys could have reached a place to where you're now fully committed in your relationship, committed to each other, committed to changes, committed to getting to the next level. A lot of you guys are getting to the next level in your relationships because, or will be in the next couple of days, just because of what's going on. For some of you guys, you're getting closure in legal matters. You're getting answers to your prayers, so your spirituality is no longer in question. Or you're going to be questioning which side and making a decision on where you lie. Do you believe in the powers that be? Do you believe in God? Do you believe in Buddha? Do you believe in Allah? Whatever your religion is, or if you're an atheist, you know, do you believe in what you're feeling, what you're seeing, what you're witnessing? Because these changes that you're witnessing are going to change you, and it's going to change your life, and that's exactly what is happening right now. Give me a minute, guys. I'm going to study these cards. We're extremely psychic right now, so I'm getting hits left and right. So let me take this in for a minute, because everything I just told you is already what's happening. I didn't even have to look at these cards, and I think I already told you guys in the beginning of the video, before I even pulled cards, what is happening. There are some major changes taking place. You see how in this wheel, You see that character there? I'm not sure who that character is, but the face, it looks like Baal. If any of you guys know anything about like conspiracy theories about the elites and how they prey on us and take our energy by creating fear and keeping us poor, by keeping the truth of our divinity hidden from us. This is the wheel crushing Baal. We will overcome because we are finding out who we are. That's Chiron and Aries, okay? Things are happening that is allowing us to realize who we truly are. We are love. Number 6. Okay, 6 is about healing. It's about love. Totally Pisces. And the thing is, this is about having more than one choice. Okay, this is my you can be the victim or you can be the victor card. You see the red wings? This is no ordinary angel. They are ready to strike out at you and give you your karma should you make the wrong choice, because this also represents victim mentality. Now, that is a possibility with Pisces. One of the shadow sides of Pisces is, oh, poor me, you know, being the victim. I'm such a victim. They did this to me, as well as Virgo, which is the 6th house. So there is that connection there with the 6. Virgo is health and service, the 6th house, but also Pisces serves, okay, and the health has to do with Pisces being love and nothing else. When other things interfere, pain, anything 3D, it messes with the health and it literally makes you sick. We know it makes you sick, but when you vibrate high and you can rid yourself of those things, then you come back to a pure state and the body can repair and heal itself faster. Okay, and that's mentally, physically, and spiritually. All 3 ways. So there's a huge mass healing going on. People are being given the choice. And what are they choosing? You should be choosing, you should be doing the right thing. If you don't do the right thing, you will suffer. You must serve or suffer. Pisces season, okay? So a lot of you guys will be making that right choice and choose to come from a place of love and stop judging, shedding the ego. And it's going to bring you some kind of closure, okay? A lot of us have been reflecting, and it's a 4, so it's about trying to reach stability, stable, and it's sword, so it's about stabilizing the mind, stabilizing the thoughts. This is about taking a vacation. This is wanting to get away, and because it's 4 is also about a way to ground yourself, okay? To avoid feeling emotionally insecure, because 4 is... The 4th house is about house and home and early emotional roots. So there's been a lot of soul searching, a lot of going back, trying to resolve issues, early childhood issues having to do with the mother and the father. Could be watching their example and then trying to live their example without realizing that you adapted and adopted that to your life. Okay, so there's some deep thinking, some soul searching, and there's it's like the dark night of the soul, but it's so much happier. It's regaining composure and control of yourself. And also too, I want to remind you guys, while we're getting these downloads, drink a lot of water, get a lot of rest if you need, take the me time when you need it, and just make sure that you take care of yourself while you're being upgraded. Oh. Knight of Cups. This is a message of love. This is Prince Charming. This is an offer of love. Honey, I love you. I really, really love you. It's you. I want to be with you. You're my everything. Then you have the 2 of Pentacles, which can usually be a written message about money, but it's also about balancing and harmony. And it's money. There's going to be a change in finances here. There's going to be a balancing out. So the King of Cups coming out with the Two of Pentacles is, don't worry, honey, I'm going to help you. Okay, so now instead of arguing about money, things are coming back to a more balanced state. The give and take, the yin and yang, you guys are not quite working together, but it is support. They love you and they're going to be helping you. Let's see what else comes out, because that is not the card of working together, but it's a balancing of finances. It's like, I love you so much, I'll help you whenever I can. And the cool thing is, because you guys are twin flames, it goes both ways. You help them, they help you. Oh. Page of Cups come out reversed. Apparently this was already in the works and brewing. Page of Cups is about looking at love from a fresh perspective, or reminiscing. This is not new. They've already been feeling this way about you, and so have you. This is not something new in the love relationships. It was always there, but there were blocks. But now something's been released. It's not a new relationship. This is not a new theme. You guys had already started doing this, but now everything's kind of coming together. You guys aren't really reminiscing because, you guys are beginning new. This is new. Okay, so there's nothing to reminisce. I mean, or it could be that you didn't put any attention to what had happened before in the love relationships. Okay, it's like you guys shed the old image, the old relationship that you guys had, the old non-connection that you guys had, and now you guys are more connected spiritually. Body, mind, and soul, you guys have connected. That's when the miracle happened. So these are the last cards I'm going to take and tie it up with the other card, just because of my video issues. Page of Swords. This is about protecting your information. You may have been holding back. You may have not been able to say anything. And swords, like to me, the Knight of Swords is bitchy. The Page of Swords is spying information and ideas. So you may have been holding back and something happened. And you did something different, like I was saying, you know. All of a sudden, it came to you. You didn't even think you did. You suddenly learned something. Your partner, even though they're the ones still having issues with the 3D, they taught you that you were mimicking and mirroring them, okay? And you learned it. That information came out, okay, and you also realized something. You realized that you were coming from 3D when you were mimicking them, okay. Lesson learned. Don't keep your shit to yourself. Open up and say something, okay. Value yourself. Come from a place of love. And this is also like stubborn energy, Taurus, also 4th house in terms of money. Somebody had been greedy. Somebody had been stubborn. Somebody had been so internally protective. They were so emotional that they never really realized the truth, okay? They kept it all to themselves. They kept it in. And then all of a sudden it was released. And what do you have left? A lesson learned. Also, too, because the Page of Swords fell out on the Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant, there could be somebody that's spying on you, or you may be having a lot of people watching you, getting the information that you are sharing in terms of spirituality and what is going on in the world. There's people watching you. These are the students, and here is the master, the teacher, teaching, learning from each other, okay? The spiritual leader helps people close out the cycles. That's what light workers do. They help people close out their cycles, and people take that information and they do what they will with it. They make the right choice or they make the wrong choice after a period of reflection. Okay, and then after they make that choice, there's also another period of reflection to stand back and look at what you did. So somebody came from a place of love. Okay, it's... And for a second, you did feel like pinching yourself. Am I dreaming? Is this real? Is this live or is this Memorex? Fantasy or reality? Blue pill or red pill? And there is a lot... There's a lot of blue in these cards that I see. So many people are delusional and they're locked in this 3D fantasy. Even I was, without realizing it. And I didn't even realize that I had shed it until the next morning when I had read this information about the Schumann resonance. And I went, oh, there it is. Okay, karmic lesson learned. And now life feels like a fantasy world. Dream. It's really pretty dreamy at the moment. Floating on air, floating through the ethers to love the self, to have good health. I don't know what the hell that is in the middle. Your home. Love your home. Love what you own. Love your accomplishments. Love your future. See all the pictures in the cups? It used to be a delusional thing, but now things are getting very clear and it's a fantasy world. Everything you want is being handed to you. You know, it's like the country music song, but being played backwards. I got my home back. I got my dog back. I got my kids back. I got my... Yeah, see, look, I got my home back. I got my kids back. I got myself back. I got my health back. I don't know what this is. I can't identify it. I'm accomplishing things. I got my life back. I'm headed towards my destiny. This is like the fantasy world, the fantasy life. Everything is up in the clouds, and now you're high enough to reach it. You see? This is a cloud. It's smoke and mirrors, okay? But you're about to grab it and pull that into reality. That is what we're manifesting, our fantasies. Unreal. And it's a 7 too, so you know, it's enlightenment. Uh-oh, my God. Oh, it's like 9:21. I should have opened the store a few minutes ago. Hold on, guys. I'm going to pause you and go open. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. All right. Okay, so I've got a 5 of Swords here. So 5 of Swords is about manipulation, power games. So just be careful. Some of you guys, you could be fooling yourselves or somebody could be trying to fool you. It's possible that somebody could be promising you too much or promising you more than they can deliver. The offer is genuine because they truly love you. But this is something new, okay? It's a process. So if miracles are happening right now, you can expect to live a miracle the rest of your life. There's got to be some kind of balancing out after a period, even though everything is relatively good. 5 of Swords. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. So this, gotcha. This is not anything negative, actually. This is, you know, not believing that things are real. Okay. Not believing in your reality. And now this can be in the wake of devastation, or this can be in the wake of having a major dream come true. You know, Wheel of Fortune, Hierophant, the Lovers, making the right choice, a sudden lucky magical event. You could be like, nah, is this real? Nah, it is real. It's everything I wanted. Wait, no, I can't. What? Pinch me, I'm dreaming. Cool. Yeah, I don't like to see when that card comes up, but since it came up with this, it's kind of like it's the mind being conflicted, but it's the self. Okay, power games. Is this real? The reality of things having power over you. You're trying to grasp the reality of the situation. Kind of almost too good to be true. And in some cases, it can be almost good to be true. Some of you guys who are single, there's somebody that's spying on you. Somebody is watching you. You could have stole their heart at one time, but you had to release them. And they're watching you. This could also be hackers, guys. Phone scams. This is protect your information, and this is protect your value, your possessions. Somebody could be spying on you. They could be possessed on you. They could be stealing your heart, or you could have stole theirs. That's why they're spying on you. But this also represents hacking and theft. Okay, so watch your valuables. Yeah, this could be scammers too with these two. Somebody here could have had some issues with the scammer, or be on the lookout for scammers. And some of you guys could have had some legal issues revolved with somebody who betrayed you or scammed you out of something. Also, lesson. Yeah, I'm seeing all these different things. Okay, one more time. If no more cards come out, then we will pull from my oracle deck. Okay, no more cards. Let's see what the Hawaiian Healing Intentions deck has to say. Okay, what? Okay, 3. Lately, they've been throwing me out 4 cards, and I'm like, really? You want me to read that much? I talked through the whole video, now I gotta read. Okay, so this chunk came out first. Excuse me. Haoli. Excuse me. Holy cow. Haoli, joyous and happy. Cultivating joy. Joy, 3. Feeling like a child. It's also information, communication, and fertility. My intention is to allow myself to feel joy and to cultivate habits that are enlivening, healthy, and inspiring. Joy is inspiring, life-giving, and deeply healing. To allow joy, it is essential that you nurture yourself, have healthy relationships, and cultivate forgiveness of yourself and others. It is also important to foster a connection with your inner child